Videos on the big black couch tonight because I can't do it in my normal formatting. But hey, yeah, hi everyone. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. This comes to a point where I have to actually point this out. I should have pointed out maybe a while ago, but it's never too late. I think that this is just something I just thought of, and I think it's very important to point out. You see, we're on the road to WrestleMania. Raw's been done, but SmackDown's still to go. And oh my God, like. It has gotten that bad to the point where the ratings have been probably the worst. The ratings has gotten so WWE has gotten so bad where the ratings for the road to WrestleMania are literally have been the worst. So this is not only this road to WrestleMania has been terrible, such lackluster, doesn't get you excited for WrestleMania at all. It's literally the worst road to WrestleMania that have ever happened. I get it, last year you had an excuse, coronavirus shit happened. But apparently last year was still the worst when it came to viewership, because for God's sakes, when literally everyone was home last year because of COVID, the lockdown and shit like that, it got still the worst ratings, and this year beat it. When I get maybe, things are opening up a little bit, but there's still people at home. We're still dealing with this fucking pandemic, and it's gone to the worst. So let's talk about this. According to PW Torch on fucking, so pwtorch.com, I'm pointing out a little bit of SmackDown, but this is mainly Raw. Raw, let's be honest here, is always be known as the bigger show because it's been on longer than SmackDown. But SmackDown, they're treating it as better. And it's sad to the point that SmackDown gets better ratings. I mean, I should, like, both shows should get good ratings in general. You know what I mean? But, like, they're getting, like, mercy ratings. Or fucking SmackDown's getting mercy ratings, if anything. And people are watching that more. Like, at least, SmackDown, you got Reigns, you got Edge, and shit like that. But Raw, which is the main show that's been on for over 25 years, almost 30. Oh my God. And I get it, people say, oh, well, but the ratings are going down for old sports. First of all, wrestling is not a sport, don't give me this bullshit. But for real, like, look at other TV shows. Look at Law and Order SVU. What I saw, fucking Law and Order SVU got 8 point something million viewers. They got like an 8.47, I think. It got 8 million viewers when Elliot Stable returned. That got a better rating. That's like a rating that Raw would wish to get, or they'll be lucky enough to get. That's like a rating they wish to get. They haven't gotten that rating since the Attitude Era. And fucking for people say that, oh, but cable is different. What's the case? How is that the case when literally a fucking show like Law and Order SVU still can get better ratings than Raw and SmackDown, where usually they'll get 4 or 5 million viewers watching, and they literally just got 8 million viewers for the return of Elliot Stabler. And then that next the show Organized Crime, their first episode, got like 7 million viewers. What does that fucking tell you? So let's read. Raw drew a 1.27 rating. This is like ratings, by the way, that you'll get like. The last time they got the worst ratings when they broke the record was literally this past summer when they broke the record for the lowest viewers, which was like 1.15, I believe. They're heading to that territory. Usually you would expect these kind of ratings in like October, November, basically when football is around, perhaps like that. But there shouldn't be any excuse, reality, because for God's sakes, you should always try to be good. Especially when you're on the road to WrestleMania, which is your fucking Super Bowl. And then you're fucking getting the worst ratings in history. So this drew a 1.27 apparently last week, which I would say one of the worst Raws of all time last week. I mean, this Raw was no good either, okay? It was probably fucking boring, just as boring as last week, but last week was so fucking awful with the segments that happened and shit like that. Last Monday, the one from before this past Monday where they had the Corbin-McIntyre match, the last... Basically, the Raw before this past where they had the go-home show. So before the go-home show, they had a 1.20, which was definitely one of the worst ratings they ever had. Oh my God, this is terrible. 1 year ago, Raw drew a 1.51 rating, which everyone was home. 2 years ago, drew a 2.03. You know how bad this shit's gotten? Like, fuck. 3 years ago, it got a 2.347. 2.47. Oh my god. Like, it's astonishing how bad these ratings have gotten. You can look this up in the BW Torch Raw ratings updates. Top ranked cable. Oh my god, it's gotten so bad. With Smackdown, they're getting at least 2 million viewers, which, I mean, Fox is a big channel, but like, it is pretty surprising they get better ratings than Raw nowadays. But I mean, but it seems like they care about more that, like, because they're hyping up as, like, what, WrestleMania SmackDown this coming Monday, and they'll probably get, like, at least maybe close to a 2 point something. It's not going to probably get a 3, but it's going to be getting, like, a high 2. You know what I mean? But I'm going to just, the reality is, the reason why we have to talk about this is just, you wonder how you gotten this bad, and let's be honest here. It's because you're fucking garbage. I don't know what to say. You're garbage. You have this fucking, there was like no effort, like literally you have, it's like they couldn't focus on putting together a WrestleMania, and literally apparently a month ago, you know, just remember, a month ago, fucking, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, they didn't have any ideas of who was gonna face who or the fuck. You only knew like one match that was gonna probably happen was Edge versus Reigns, and then for God's sakes, like, decided to fuck that up. But for real, like, it's like, it's laughable. I just can't believe what the state we're in right now with WWE. This is, I'm supposed to be excited. It's WrestleMania, and then nothing is fucking happening. There's no characters, no storylines. Fucking, the women are main eventing again, probably. That's the thing. This whole ratings debacle, this whole ratings fucking went to decline, really started with the women's shit. I mean, it has been going on because, like, when you started pushing indie wrestlers, when you started to cater to the indie smarky fans, that's what helped stop it. You know, that's when the decline, when Bryan became champion, Reigns started to decline, even though with, like, you know, Punk. I mean, Punk is better than Bryan, but fucking when fucking Punk did stupid shit, but it's not really his fault. But it led to Bryan, you know, what happened with the Smart when Bryan fucking won the title at Mania 30, the Reigns went to decline. Fucking, you know, the Raw after me apparently was not even that good, you know, that's when the decline of ratings and shit like that. Then you got Rollins and became the champion, Reigns declined with him and shit like that. And then fucking Ambrose, Kevin Owens, fucking 2016 really was a bad year, okay? And for you people saying that fucking 2016 was a great year to remember, like, what, really? I'm telling you, this whole brand split doesn't help, too. They need to end this brand split, because there's no excuse, okay? There's really no reason for a brand split. It's like, again, the reason why you have this brand split is because you're refusing to fire retards. Like, why you care about saving, like, freaking Drew Gulak or Ricochet or whatever the fuck. All these gay jobbers that have no character, no ounce of charisma at all, and can't even wrestle for shit. You know, that's the thing also. Like, all these wrestlers who, people claim that they're great wrestlers, but yet they can't wrestle for shit. They're not even doing wrestling moves. They're just doing kicks and flips. So, really, I don't know what else to really say. But yeah, like, oh my, I just, like, question myself, damn, how bad have we gone to now the ratings being so bad for the road to WrestleMania? Watch, maybe next year. Apparently, yeah, this is the case. It gets worse every fucking year. And this is like, last year we were saying the worst road to WrestleMania. But, you know, the thing is, it's not really always their fault what happened because of the COVID. But still, you had this show. And you were still doing a show. Now you're in the Thunderdome and shit like that, but you're going to have fans of WrestleMania, so you're kind of in a better state now. But for God's sakes, you have done so much worse. And watch next year probably get worse. And the year, it gets worse every fucking year, and you wonder why you're losing fans every fucking year. Remember, like, when I did my new data statistics video, like, you losing fans every fucking year, and it's fucking, like, what people are saying is because of lack of storylines, lack of characters, basically, like, they're not even catering to kids anymore. It's gotten to the point where the early days of PG era is better. You know, yeah, the early days of PG era, they were catering to kids and shit like that. But if you think about it, these kids don't even watch wrestling anymore. Kids don't even watch wrestling anymore, okay? It's the only people are watching is these fucking fat neck bearded mongoloid man children who are smarks. Those are the real kids that are watching. These man children. They're the ones that are watching. But it's fucking pathetic. Like, wrestling has gotten so bad. And it's the road to WrestleMania, and you're getting the worst ratings. And again, it also goes back to like this whole women's shit. Like you're pushing the women as like the main event opening. You're training like they're big time. You wonder why. Again, they're the bathroom break. When you're having them longer than like 5 minutes, you wonder why people are not gonna stick around too. And it doesn't help when you have disgusting ass She-Hulks, who don't have like ounce of attractiveness at all. Like there's no attractive women doing the women's shit like that. And pretending like they're big time doesn't help too. And it also doesn't help, like, really, all the matches you're not really excited to see. Some of these matches are matches that you'll see on Raw, especially if you're doing, like, a rematch with Sheamus versus Matt Riddle. Shit like that. All these matches that you've seen before, not just that, like, matches you'll see on Raw, and they're gonna probably do it again. That's a fucking problem. WrestleMania used to be fucking special. Like, I get it, you sell, you know, you're cheap now, like, you have the money because of fucking Saudi or whatever, but sooner or later that's gonna fucking not be the case anymore. You're gonna your reigns have to matter. Your ratings have to matter. It reflects how good your company is. Sure, McMahon has money and shit like that. He's getting all this money. Good for him. I like Vince, but for God's sakes, that soon is not gonna be that soon is gonna be not a thing anymore. If your shows is fucking not improving, it's your show needs to improve. And for God's sakes, like, come on, come on. People need to be excited for WrestleMania. This is your biggest show. Like the people need to be excited here. And no one's excited, and for God's sakes, like, shows in your fucking ratings. Ratings do matter. It really do. And it's fucking retarded, like, how it comes to the point where literally you're getting the worst ratings, and it's happening during WrestleMania season? What the fuck is going on, man? You wonder why you're... Just something I have to point out. All I say is the lackluster build for WrestleMania that's why the ratings are the way it is. And it doesn't help the fact that, yes... creatives fall where fuck they can, you know, the writing is shit like that, but you have to blame the wrestlers too when they're not entertaining. You don't think they're badass shit like that, and also when they fucking believe in stupid shit, you know what I mean? And they want like the women to main event again. You wonder why fucking wrestling is shit. It's the fucking wrestlers themselves. They're a bunch of smarks themselves too. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna say, people. Fuck the road to WrestleMania, and fuck the ratings you deserve. You know, how low can you go? Okay, seriously, you wonder why the ratings are shit? You have nothing to blame but yourselves. Like, sure, it doesn't help when the smarts, the man shit like that, but you gave in, and that's why you wonder why fucking, especially yes, how the world is now, doesn't help, like, you know, when you wonder why ratings are shit, and you're gonna appeal to how the world is, and shit like, you're gonna appeal to, like, because of woke shit, where the fuck, you know? You wonder why you're in the shit you're in. Alright, that's what I'll say, people. Fuck the ratings. Fuck, you know, you deserve it, I guess, you know. And fuck people who still support this company and think that it's not that bad. The ratings don't matter. See, they're still good. Like, come on, fuck off. Your ratings need to fucking be good. Seriously, and the show needs to be good. Like, again, it's road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is literally this week. And for God's sake, you're getting the worst ratings. This wouldn't have happened back in the day. Ratings would be so good. For God's sake, you got... I don't know. I'm done. Until next time. Peace. Yeah, bye. Watch the ratings probably go down after this. And after WrestleMania. Because after WrestleMania, what's gonna... Oh, man. What happened to wrestling? Sooner or later, they're gonna probably get the lowest ratings again. And eventually, you're gonna... it's gonna happen during WrestleMania. Okay, this shouldn't be the case. WrestleMania should be the time where you get better ratings, and for God's sakes, this is a joke. All I have to say, yeah, I just don't want to ramble, but yeah, you get what you get, and for God's sakes, it's your fault. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye. How low can you fucking go? Fucking pathetic.